my purse! I don't know you!
Test. Okay, there we go. We were on no microphone at all. Hello, Earth Girl. Hello, Lacquerdactyl. I'm so glad you can make it, especially today. Obviously, let me. Who's that? Earth Girl. Thank you so much. Oh my God, 1 year of subbing. I cannot believe it. Thank you so much. What was I gonna do? Oh, I was going to adjust this. I was like sitting here, like I got everything under control. I'm actually gonna get up and go like do some stuff on my phone instead of just like sitting here waiting to start. And then of course I get here and I knew this was gonna happen. I get here and I'm like, oh, a lot of things are like out of order right now. Hello, nailed it, guys. It has been a while. Hello, Holly, clutch your pearl, son. Oh my, when you read the stream title. Oh my, very appropriate for today. We're doing Lacquerdactyl. I promised to do him last week. And then I was like, hey, I'm not going to be able to do you this week because I'm going to do pre-snails instead because I'm going to this concert. And then I was like, guess what? I'm doing no nails this week because I am working around the clock on my freaking minis. And I'm going to show you my freaking minis in a second. But first I'm going to focus this image. Right now I have a kind of a shitty Vault Boy, a shitty Fallout Boy on my nails. A little bit shitty. And that's okay. Every once in a while, we're all a little bit shitty. And today, it's the Vault Boy's turn to be a little bit shitty. There we go. Hello, Fruit Bat. Testes, 1, 2, 3. That is something you never hear. And it's something that I blame my childhood, my sister's like best friend throughout high school. I think I heard her say it one time. She was like, testes, 1, 2, 3. And it's lived, I thought, because of that, I thought that people who had testicles had 3 testicles for a while, because even if you come in contact, I don't personally have testicles. Well, I mean, I married some. I married into the testicles. Even if you come in contact with them, sometimes it's not clear. It's not clear exactly how many are there. So I would say I probably thought that till I was like 20. Maybe it was a little bit earlier than that, but I know that for a while I thought that there were 3. And I know that somebody made a joke about it on a TV show, and then like I was like, LOL is not the amount there are. And I think it was my mom. She was like, no, Steph, what? How many is normal? Between 1 and 3, right? I have no idea. Weigh in. How many testicles are normal? You must imagine you were bummed to miss the group stream that weekend. You watched it and thought it was amazing. I am so glad you liked it. It was so much fun. Obviously, I chose a very in-depth idea concept for my 2 hours, which Danny's like, I told you it was 2 hours. And I'm like, I heard you that it was 2 hours. But I have time blindness. And I thought last time I did a Donner Party, what are we talking about? We're talking about a landscape. It's this shape. Last time I did that, it took me 1 hour because I was struggling. I was on the struggle bus, and then I was like, I'm just gonna do a landscape, and did it in my last hour. So I was like, surely all the excitement of this group stream isn't going to stop me from being able to finish this, and the length of my nails will absolutely facilitate this, Manny. No. But yeah, it was a delight. It was really, really fun, and we're gonna be doing it again, which is so wild. I gotta say that Linry joining this corner of the internet has been such a delight for Danny and I. We have just loved getting to know her, and we've gotten to know so many cool people, like Lacquerdactyl, who I'm gonna do today. Okay, let me show you all though. Let me get these up here because I gotta show you, and I've got to retell the tale. I've got to retell the tale because I told it on the group stream. So Holly knows it. And many of you know it. I told it last night because I showed off some of my minis last night on Moogle's, on Earth Girl's Lovely Partners stream. I need to give Moogle his own shout out. Or sorry, their own shout out. Because one thing, their name is really long. That's really long. You thoroughly enjoyed our theme. Your husband's last name is Donner. Oh my god. So is he at all like is he at all related? Is that at all a thing? I'm so curious about that now. You love the group stream, your favorite streamers, and like the only 4 you watch. Thank you so much. I saw you. It was wild looking at like just like Nicole's post about it, because it was like you and so many other people being like, I'm so excited, and it just like really melted my heart. It really did. You might lurk here and there. You're working for another 2 hours. Yes, you lurk away. You don't have to. You're gonna be here even more than in spirit. You're gonna be here in kind of impressionistic, Fanaticure-esque visual as well. So you don't have to be right here. Do me. I'm gonna do you. Don't worry. Jeez, you're asking. You're acting so desperate. But don't worry, I'm gonna do you. Okay, anyway, so let me tell you the story of these minis, and I'm gonna try to make it brief. If you want to hear the non-brief version, 20 minutes in the podcast next week is dedicated to this ridiculous story. Danny, shout, thank you. Danny, thank you. I call your whole name. It's like I'm like your mom and you're in trouble. Not related, unfortunately. He's from Canada. Perhaps fortunately, though. Perhaps fortunately unrelated. Yeah. Fun fact about cannibalism is that a lot of very high profile cannibal stories happened when somebody said like, don't go yet. Or not go, like the Donner Party, the frickin' soccer team in the Andes, and also the whaling trip that Moby Dick was based off of, but they didn't include the cannibalism in Moby Dick. I don't know. Did they? I don't think they did. I don't know why. All three of those occurred because like the people left too late in the year or too late in the day. And like they could have waited till the next year, which I understand is a bit more pressing than the frickin' soccer players in the Andes being like, I gotta go now. But I can't wait till tomorrow. I gotta go now. So if you're ever like, I can't wait till tomorrow, I gotta go now. No, you don't. That's how we get cannibalism. Okay. That's how I'm going to flip over my thing, by the way. I'm going to transform into a beautiful butterfly. No, I'm just gonna transform my camera. Where do I transform? Transform, we're going to flip vertically, and then we're going to flip horizontally. Because now it's in like a weird, it's in a weird situation. I have to find transform again. Flip vertical, flip horizontal. Yes, now you're seeing it the way that I see it. Now you're seeing it through my eyes. Can we like have a fully focused Fallout Boy here? Can we maybe have a focused Fallout Boy? I would love that. Is this light on? It is. Okay. It's one of those can we get cannibalism? Mom, no, you have cannibalism at home. Exactly. You cannot have cannibalism. You never realize you've avoided so much cannibalism by being too lazy to sit in the LA freeway traffic. Yeah. Yeah, Fruit Bat. Now you know. Now you freaking know. You would have been on the side of the freeway eating your friends. I've been there. It's not good. You love the Fallout Boy. Thank you. Thank you. I thought there was a chance I was going to go to play Fallout at a local game shop yesterday, but Husbando was sick, and I'm not sick, but I have like a swollen, sore lymph node. It's like, hey, I'm taking the brunt for you over here, right here. Like, I'm not sick in any other way. It's just like the lymph node, though. There are better ways to eat your friends. There are. No podcast for the rest of the day. Your freaking podcast, son. They crack me up. Son has a company meeting that is live that they call a podcast, and I'm obsessed with it. Drink all. Thank you. I should prefer eating your friends on the side of the road. Jeremy. You're so naughty. You're so naughty. Okay, let me tell you this freaking story. So I started listening to this band. The band is called Priest. I've talked about it a few times here. They are a masked band. The front man looks like a dude in a studded gimp mask because he is. That's why he looks like it. Because he is. And I think they're very cool. And they just came up for me randomly on my Spotify after a different album. It's so funny because in the podcast coming up, I say that I was listening to the Birthday Massacre, which is one of my favorite bands, which is a goth synth band. And then after that, Priest came on, their song Obey, which is the best fucking song in the world. I'm so glad I can curse. It's been a long time since I've recorded or done something where I can curse, so thank fucking God. Or parking lots. Ooh. So when you say like meet me in the parking lot, you're meaning it in a different way. They call their company-wide Zoom call a podcast. You call your Zoom calls podcast. You should. It's fine, Danny. It's fine. So anyway, blah, blah, blah. What am I saying? So yeah, I was listening to the Birthday Massacre, and Birthday Massacre is kind of like, their synth goth, kind of like, their vibe is like, you're in a mall in the 80s, early 90s, and there's music playing, and it's not quite right. And I realized that was funny for me to say on the podcast because one of the songs that Birthday Massacre is most famous for is their cover of I Think We're Alone Now, which Tiffany, the original mall tour pop idol, popularized by touring malls. So like they know what they're doing. They know that they're fucked up mall music. They're just like, this isn't normal. Hello, Carolyn. Hello. So yeah, there's them, and then there's Priest, who's like a hard, like, they're like, we're cyborgs, and we're gonna like usher you into the future of your life or something. I don't know. It says it all on their website. So yeah, very interesting. They're linked in that way. And so I was asking all my friends, I was like, do you know this band? Do you know this band? Do you know this band? And a lot of them like knew of them, but weren't really into them or anything. And then I randomly went to a game store and met this chick, and then through her social medias realized that she was into Priest. And so I was like, hey, you are into this band. And not only was she into the band, she was like friends with the band. And so I was like, should I make them minis? Because I was buying like mini painting stuff from her. And she was like, yes, make them minis. So I made minis of them, and my 3D printer broke, so I only had like 4 days to do it, to make the whole 3-person band into minis. And yeah, we went, And I had showed the dude the picture of the minis because I didn't actually have them with me at the time for reasons. And he was like, hey, these would look great in a miniature city, which I thought he meant. I thought he said in a miniature city, like theoretically. And I was like, yeah, that'd be so cool. And he was like, no, we're making a miniature city. And like, do you want to collaborate? And I was like, hello? My brain glitched out a bit. So yeah, it was absolutely freaking wild. I should have been screen sharing the minis the entire time I was talking, but I wasn't. So I'm going to show them off right now. Let me screen share. Hold on. What are people saying about Tiffany? We love creepy 80s mall vibes. Absolutely. Hello, awesomest girl, you know. Hello, hello. You like the original? I think we're alone now. Tiffany ruined that song. I'm so sorry. Maybe you should listen to the Birthday Massacre version. And perhaps you'd like that one. I can't guarantee you'd like that one. So this is the lead singer, Mercury. This is actually Mercury's dad, who is Salt and Sulfur. And they were freaking wild. They were amazing. Tiffany was in Mega Piranha. I have no idea. I have no idea what Tiffany is or was or has been up to. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, they are, I'm very proud of them. I'm very proud of them, especially for 4 days. The only thing I had done before the 4 days is I had printed Mercury and I had sculpted just the base of his jacket. I hadn't even sculpted the lapel, and I could actually show you kind of like what these look like underneath their clothes. The Venn diagram of GIMP priests that also make mini cities is quite small. right. And I'm so glad I just got right in there. I don't even know what the project is. Hopefully I'm allowed. He didn't say I shouldn't talk about it, so hopefully I'm allowed to. Every once in a while, I'm go like, oh my God, am I supposed to say things about things? I have no idea. I'm a blabbermouth. But yeah, I didn't shine this black light directly on his eye, but his eye is done in fluorescent. I have a red fluorescent, and to be honest, I kind of hate it. I've been trying to do glow effects with this red fluorescent, and I'm going to stop doing that because I don't like it. You love that I socially tripped into the serendipitous relationship. Dude, you have no idea. There were so many things that had to go right. Including I reached out to the friend who knows them before I knew that she knew them at all. I had to reach out to her on Discord, which she missed my message. Had she not missed my message, I wouldn't have gone on her Twitter and seen that she was into this band and probably wouldn't have brought it up in time for us to do this, because like I probably would have found out eventually. Also, I only started listening to this band in October. They were number 3 on my Spotify Wrapped. I only started listening to them in October. So like I haven't been this excited about a band since I found Scissor Sisters when I was in high school. So like, it's been absolutely wild. That is something else. I mean, it's a mini. It's not like, can we please leave this? This such a diva, this freaking APC. The point is, let me go on to overhead. Not that there's really anything on this to like accidentally show you, but let me show y'all. Oh, by the way, so here is the guitar I made for Salt. His like secondary stage name is Airghoul, and it's on his guitar. And I didn't even know going into that was a secondary stage name. I'm like, I guess I just gotta write this on this guitar. I guess that's just a thing I have to do. And then I looked it up, and then I was like, oh, it's him. It's him. Hello, Luna. Hello. Yeah, Scissor Sisters, like, I've only seen them twice, but me and my high school bestie, like, we wanted to go see them even more. And we were going to get little Scissor Sister tattoos behind our ears and then, like, have, like, the dates that we went to go see them live. And sometimes I still think of getting a Scissor Sisters tattoo behind my ear. Here's the thing, Lacquerdactyl. I don't like that album that much. Because I was, shockingly, I know you all don't realize this, but I'm a hipster. I don't know if you know this, I'm a hipster. I liked them before they were popular and cool. So I first started listening to them with their self-titled album Scissor Sisters. It is true. It's really, really funny because I didn't even realize that song was them, and I heard it at a burlesque show, and I was, because it's actually so different from everything else they've ever like released up to that point. It's so funny. And at the time that came out, like I used to be like really into the like IRL drag scene, like going to the drag shows before RuPaul's Drag Race. And when that album came out, I was like out of that, and it reminded me so much of the scene I had kind of just left that I was kind of like, I'm just not into this right now. My favorite song of theirs, and if you know Scissor Sisters, which I don't know how many of you are like familiar with their discography, you won't find this surprising probably. My favorite is She's My Man, which is about a madam, historically a person who actually existed, who was a madam in New Orleans and also super fucking fucked up. And I swear to God, when I went to go see them after that album came out, I believe the album was Ta-Da. He like, when he started singing that song, Jake Shears looked right at me and I was like, I love you. This was before I even knew a word for non-binary. And I was actually like, I was seriously considering transitioning to male, but then I decided not to do that, and I'm glad, because now I kind of like understand my gender a little bit better. But yeah, Scissor Sisters Comfortably Numb is the best version to you. It's so fascinating hearing other people's takes, because I do love their version of Comfortably Numb, but I like the first time I heard the original Comfortably Numb, I literally cried. I was like, this speaks to me on such a level. But it's so interesting. But yeah, She's My Man, #1 top Scissor Sisters fave. I think Skin Tight is the most romantic, most explicit song ever written. I wish Jake Shears' pecs would look at you. I wish I could look upon Jake Shears right now. I would like to look upon Jake Shears. Anyway, look upon my minis and weep. Look upon these. So yeah, these are the two band mates, the two backup dudes. So I printed out the gray stuff is printing. The green stuff is literally called green stuff. It's sculpting. So this is all hand sculpted. I did have a keytar that I printed out. These are like, I designed these on a program, but it was like a character builder. So it's like, I didn't design the assets, but I put them all together. And then from there, I did the best I could. And then I added my own bits and pieces. And the character builder did have Plague Doctor masks, but they looked like Plague Doctor masks, not like the ones that they wear. Thank you so much, Luna. Thank you. The Thong Song would like to have a word. The Thong Song is not as explicit as Skin Tight. Skin Tight is pretty explicitly about anal sex. And the Thong Song's like, look at that ass. Also, I mean, obviously you're joking. Also, it's not romantic at all. Thong Song is not romantic, believe it or not. Thank you so much, Carolyn. Anyway, and then this is Mercury. So this is how Mercury started off. I mean, this is like a reprint. I decided to print a second one. This is a reprint, and this is all the sculpting I did on top, including 3D printing these little spikes, which if I do this again, I'm actually in the process of learning Blender, which is a 3D sculpting program where I can sculpt these things myself. And it's actually, it seems actually easier than I thought it was going to be. So I'm really excited about like learning more of that and making, I'm like, my pipe dream is to get these guys sculpted in Blender and you know, having them be like 100% medically accurate, you know, like the human centipede. But yeah, like I actually broke his legs, but he doesn't wear, like, I don't know why they do this. Like, you can't have pants that are longer than, like, the pants always end at like an awkward length. And I think it has to do with just how the program works, that they don't want to have to be like telling the pant legs how to exist on the leg. So the pants always end right there, and his pants are like normal people pants that don't end right there. So I had to sculpt his pants. But also that helps to add stability to the feet. And then I sculpted his little jacket. I sculpted his little necklace, which I did not think I could do. I printed out the spikes, And then I used some other stuff to make more spikes. But yeah, the thong song is not romantic. You saw Cisco live when he's saying that. You'd swear he'd given everyone in the audience a bouquet of flowers. I can believe that. I can believe that, Earth Girl. But yeah, I'm so happy with these. They're so good, in my humble opinion. And thank you for coming to my TED Talk. But yeah, I was though on Moogles the Poets. Earth Girl, could you? Oh, I need to mod you, and then you can shout him out. Hold on. Earth Girl is our new mod, so could you, once I mod you, could you shout out your partner? Because because their name is really long. I don't want to time you out. I want to create mod. I want to create. Oh, I just do /mod. Oh, thank you. All right. /mod, not slash again, at Earth Girl. I'm gonna /mod you. Yes, I did it. You're mod now. Whew. Okay. All right. We have now discussed the important news of the day, which is that I am probably going to be working with this amazing band who I love and I believe in so much. It's really, really crazy. It's just so crazy how there's been so many times in my life where I'm like, yes, congrats on the promotion and thank you from the bottom of my heart. You know, our mods don't do very much. Thank goodness our mods don't do very much, because we have such a nice group. We're all so nice here. And, luckily we're all pretty good at dealing with trolls when the very, very rare occasion they show up. I'm not imminently trollable, because like, what are they going to do? Come in here and like say I'm fat or my nails are yellow? Like, bitch, I know. You all owe to your fan. You do. You all owe to me. Okay, but penis pics though. The penis pics were wild. And while I'm not happy that they happened from a moderation standpoint, they were still fucking hysterical. You are a troll. Hello, Khaleesi. I feel like there was something I wanted to tell you. Oh my god, Khaleesi, tell everybody the name, Selena rather, tell everybody the name of your freaking trivia group that you just had, because I was dying. I need to freaking hydrate. By the way, if you ever like redeem hydrate and I don't hydrate, it's because I'm not seeing it. Holding space for trivia. I love it so much. BT dubs, I'm doing the Nicole Loves Nails suggested scenario of wearing these thick ass nitrile gloves to not get acetone on my fingers, because my fingies are having a bad time. I really need to refill my nice remover. PS, so you all know, I'm almost out of the good remover. Trivia moderator went on a huge Wicked tangent because of you. Amazing. I still haven't seen Wicked. I still have not seen Wicked. And now it's on streaming, but it's so expensive. And I don't want to necessarily, like, you can rent it for $10 less, but then it's like, what's the point, you know? What's the point? Please get closer to me. Oh, you're not. Okay, please get closer. Thank you. Oh my goodness. You're working. You just removed paint on one hand using the glove. Wicked is wild. You didn't think you'd like it, but you did? I've heard nothing but good things about it. I was initially not sold on it because, to be honest, I don't have the best opinion of Ariana Grande. She and it's mostly vibes based, and just people who have worked with her have said that she wasn't the nicest person, but like, you know, whatever, like, I don't know. But if she did a good job, she did a good job. And I initially was really turned off by the runtime until I remembered how incredibly, what's the word? Limited the book of the musical. Now, I'm not talking about the book Wicked. I am saying, like, when you get the Tony Award for Best Book of a Musical, it means the script. It means everything that is not sung is what it is. And the book of the Wicked musical isn't good. It's not good. It's basically just like little setups for songs, just little setups for songs. So like once I kind of remembered that, because like Avenue Q won that year for the Tonys, and this was back when I cared about the Tonys. This was my senior year in high school. I was about to go to college for theater. I was in musicals every single summer. So this was like an important time. Wicked's a time capsule of a very important time in my life. So like I remember we saw it, and we also saw Avenue Q, and because like at the time it was like, man, why did Avenue Q win over Wicked? That's wild. But if you went and saw both of them, it was pretty obvious why Avenue Q won over Wicked for Best Musical of the Year. You wanted more hair flips. You wish it was another 30 minutes long. All the deleted scenes you wanted back in. What did they delete? Or is it stuff that they just built from the movie? I knew I didn't want to go sit in a theater for that long. That was for sure. I would have died. My brain would have died. You're a massive fan of John M. Chu because we covered Gem 2014 on the podcast, which he directed. I didn't even know there was a Gem 2014. And he found the episode and listened to it and shared it multiple times on Twitter. Oh my God. Then he found your video of singing one of the songs in the movie and publicly tweeted it to Audrey Peebles. Oh my God. Holy shit. Okay. All right. I'm going to be a fan for your sake. I'm going to be a fan for your sake. I'm now a fan too. We're supporting. Speaking of being fans, if you are a fan of Meryl Streep, if you are a fan of Goldie Hawn, if you are a fan of Bruce Willis just looking so delicious in some glasses, looking like a nerd ass loser in the best of ways, please join us tonight to watch Death Becomes Her. Danny has never seen it, which is why we're watching it. This month is Danny's Never Seen It month. We're watching Danny's Never Seen It movies. And I'm so excited. I've been wanting to rewatch this for a couple of years, and I just haven't gotten around to it. And so when Danny suggested it, I immediately popped a boner. Hardcore boner pop. Right there. In front of everybody's salad, because I was so excited. Didn't Gem get removed from the theater early because it was doing so bad? That doesn't mean that it doesn't deserve the love, though. But by the time we covered Crazy Rich Asians, he was too big and busy to notice. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. That's one thing about the band, about Priest, who noticed me, Senpai, is that like they're like a pretty small band currently. I think they should be selling out stadiums, but I feel very blessed that I got to meet the lead singer at all, to say hi to him at all. You adore Death Becomes Her and it has Helen in it, but you'll probably be busy with kiddo bedtime ritual stuff. Well, when you are done with kiddo bedtime ritual stuff, come and join us right in front of my salad, All right. So I'm gonna clean my nails a little bit. I swear to God, I could come directly from the shower, which I more or less did. And my nails will still be dirty. I don't know if anybody else has this problem. I know it's the reason a lot of people like get into doing their nails. And I know, like, okay, so I was working at this office and this one chick was like, oh, it's always so awful when people have dirty nails. I'm like, just wash your hands. And I'm like, that doesn't work for me. For some reason, my nails are just like, no, we're gonna hold on. What am I showering with? Soap and water? Shampoo and conditioner? It could be that I like rub lotion all over myself right after. That could happen. That could be the reason that my nails are always dirty. But if I don't do that, my skin will like literally fucking fall off. Basically, my skin is not a happy camper a lot of the time. All right. So we are going to be using this picture of Lacquerdactyl. By the way, apologies if my frantic energy has been too frantic for everybody today. That's just where we are today. Just where we are. Why am I? Who am I showering with? I'm usually showering by myself. Every once in a blue moon. I shower with another person. But honestly, when you live together, when you sleep together, there are better, more opportune times to get nasty than the shower. So cute, right? Yeah, of course this one is what I said. Yeah, it is very dry here. It is extremely dry here. In fact, it is so dry that our whole deal is on fire, actually. By the way, you're packing your attic space and found your very first nail polish from 1996. You played the lion in The Wiz and added press-on nails for claws and painted them with black and silver glitter, Wet n Wild. That's adorable. Yes. Oh my God. I love old nail polish. I love it so much. I regret so much the amount of polish I purged before I got into nail polish. Because it was before I realized that nail polish could be revived. And so I was just like, well, this stuff's so old anyway. It probably doesn't even work anymore. Whatever. I'm never going to use it. Blah, blah, blah. And it was just a bunch of bullshit stuff. Bullshit. Russell Brand's become quite a frickin' piece of work, huh? I'm under the impression he was always a frickin' piece of work. But, like, he has really become even more of a piece of work. I saw there was like a commercial where he was literally selling a magic pendant, and it was not a like bit from like a comedy show. It absolutely could have been a bit from a comedy show, but it wasn't, sadly. He's just that much of a grifter now. And it's like, man, that blows. So you've been checking the fires daily. Your aunt lives in the evac zone. That sucks. His name is Orville. If everyone needs to commit into memory. Okay. All right. That's Orville. Orville the possum. The opossum? I don't know the difference between possums and opossums. So many regrets. All those weird nail polishes from high school, right? I remember seeing the Sally Hansen sweater polish at CVS or something and being like, ew, who would ever want that? That's so gross. It makes your nails look fuzzy. I was so blind. And I was like a weird girl. Already I was a weird girl. And I was just like, no, it's a no for me, dog. All right. So today we are doing some neon pastels. We are using one of, if not my favorite collection of all time, which is the Mooncat Technicolor Dreams collection. Highly recommend this collection. And the white from this collection, White Rabbit, is literally the best white I've ever used in my life. It's expensive as fuck, but it's brighter than other whites and it goes on better than other whites. And I literally don't know how they did that. I literally don't know. Either is fine. Opossum is reserved for the Americas. Possum is for Australia. I see. All right. Alrighty. So I've got to decide. So I think the background of this picture is red. So I think this corally number is going to be behind Lacquerdactyl, who I have to decide if he's going to be on this nail or on this nail. This nail is more real estate, but this nail is technically longer and I don't really need width. So yeah, it's such a good collection. Your first time spending more $100 on a collection. Yep. This luckily was during a time that my husband was like, you should buy a bunch of Mooncats. He was like, buy a bunch of Mooncats. Their bottles are really cool. And I was like, how many? And he's like, a lot. And I was like, well then. Oh, hello, Our Lady. Hello. You have one out right now painting with it. Yes. like randomly in like by coincidence. I'm not by accident. You haven't looked at that collection a million times and haven't purchased it yet. Well, now you're going to have it in a way. There is some gold glitter on the edge of this bottle, and I do not know why. All right. So I guess this is going to be the ring finger. I'll put green over here. Actually, if I really want to like... No. I like the green there. Okay. All right. So that means that we're going to start with green as well. You also picked out a mooncat for your Manny. Mooncats all the way down. Looking at a collection a million times and not purchasing them is your gender. Exactly. Precisely. I think we've all been there. Trying to think of what my most looked at but not bought collection is probably, I forgot the, oh, it's either the like Orly breathable sugar collection, whatever that one was called, that actually kind of looks like this collection. My skin is so dry. Or it was another fall collection by Orly for their breathable line. You still have never bought Mooncat. You feel like you should wait a little more to avoid spontaneous combustion. They will refund your bottle, send you a new one if it looks like it's going to explode. But yeah, that was a thing. That was certainly a thing. I just don't really buy anything anymore, except for I did buy some Orly recently because I'm running out of a lot of my favorite Orleys. And Orly does have this habit of just like kind of like quietly discontinuing stuff. So I want to make sure I have all the Orleys that I want. And the ones that I rebought were just Orly white tips, which of course is they're white. This, like, I almost flooded my cuticle with this, but like I just avoided it. You have one of the ILNP overcast polishes. You will say it was snoozy. I don't even know the ILNP overcast collection. It does sound to me snoozy. Absolutely snoozy. Like I see that and I go, I don't think there's anything there for me. Just by looking at the word. If it was like ILNP sunny days sweeping the clouds away collection, I'd be like right there. I'm also wearing my cute little MTV neon pastel shirt. We're loving it. All right. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I still can't believe that I tried to do a whole ass freaking landscape of Donner Lake. That was also the most what's the word I'm looking for? Zoomed out landscape I've ever tried to do. Usually when I do a landscape, it's like some people standing on the landscape, and so it's small enough that you can like actually see the figures of people. And this one was like absolutely a freaking aerial view. And I'm just like, why, Stephanie? Why? ILNP overcast neons would be nice. You did pick up one of them in a D stash. You're now about to you're about to apply it right now. Yeah, you do like snoozy. It's very true. By the way, I loved your poem last night about Ashley from Top Chef season 6. The fact that you wrote that poem about that niche person. Your existence is niche, Ashley. No, that person that other people might not have even noticed. Like that was driving me wild. I love that. Okay, let me look at this collection really quick. Did Ashley, am I remembering it correctly that she like got removed early and then like fought her ass off in Last Chance Kitchen, or am I making this up? She's a hothead, so she didn't want to do the wedding challenge because she couldn't get married. Aw, baby. All right. This was pre-Last Chance Kitchen. Okay, I thought it might be. I feel like somebody like her was in Last Chance Kitchen for like a long time. I'm looking for ILNP Overcast. Dang. You know, though, okay, like, I do like these kinds of polishes. I do like these kinds of polishes that are just kind of like a metallic and acrylic. So I can't say I would never buy any of these. They are kind of snoozy, for sure. And I guess they're not metallics. I guess they're flakies, which I'm more into, like metallics in this formula. You think you might have the collection. You can remember, if you can never remember the names though. Well, it's Rainy Days, Daybreak, Thundercloud, Pitter Patter. It took me a while to like read that, and Starlight and Misty. Of course you like it, Danny. All you people in your muted tones, you people with your nails you can wear to work. Whatever. That's all I have to say about it. You would own I would also own the entire ILNP library. Don't get me wrong. But then again, I would own every library. I actually probably don't want every single polish ever made, just because that would be a complete storage nightmare. The side of my thumb is having the hardest time. Right now, it's like, I'm not going to let you paint me. You wear neons in the trucking industry. You don't give a fuck. Yes. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You cannot check while working. That is valid. That is absolutely valid. All right. These are going on So Creamy and Dreamy and Nice. Pink will have to be a 3-coater though. I don't know if any of these are going to be 2-coaters, but we'll see. We shall see. I am so excited about Death Becomes Her tonight. I haven't watched it. I'm trying to remember the last time I watched it. I probably watched it like in college because it probably came on TV back in the days when I had TV. And I remember when it was originally being advertised, I just wanted to see it so bad. And then growing up, I was kind of like, why isn't this movie a huge cult classic? And I feel like it kind of has started to get there. Your husband groaned loudly when he read my ILMP comments on the TV screen. He's like, no, we don't have room. ILMP is probably your 3rd most owned brand. ILNP is one of the first brands I bought that wasn't a like drugstore brand. The first one I bought was probably Hollow Taco. I know my sister had a Live Love Polish though. Live Love Polish made a thermal called Sense and Sensibility. And my sister used to watch the movie, the Sense and Sensibility movie with Kate Winslet and Alan Rickman. Like, she had it on like heavy rotation. And I think it was also the first thermal she ever like knew existed. And that was probably like a couple years before I got into nail polish. Dang, there's like a whole ass cotton hair right there. There we go. First one I bought was Live Love Polish. So much regrets. Why? For real, are we throwing that weird cat video I sent you the other day into the movie rotation sometime this year? Maybe. What movie is it even from? Those 60s movies. Who was it that like, someone recommended The Love Witch to me? And The Love Witch, I started watching it and it is very like entertaining. But they said it was like 70s movies, and it's not. It's like 60s movies. And 60s movies versus 70s movies are very different. 70s movies is when movies started to like kind of be more like they are today. There are definitely standouts from the past that are like movies that like you could remake with like modern studios, and they would like just seamlessly the like script and everything would just seamlessly blend. But The Love Witch is not a pastiche of those. I Have the Cat, 1969. Yes. You just didn't, they just didn't look like the pictures. And then you bought Cirques and you were happy. Yes. Cirque was definitely one of the first. I know my mom got me Cirques at the same time that she bought me Hollow Tacos. I remember that. Because I asked for them for Christmas. And it was really funny because my mom was like, oh, they were out of this one Hollow Taco polish, so I hope you like this one. I got it on Amazon, and it was a Cirque. At the time I was like, oh, thank you. But inside I was like, but I didn't want polish unless it was Hollow Taco, because I'm not a polish person. I just like watching Simply Nailogical because she's funny, and I just want some of her nail polishes. And then I tried it, and it was so gorgeous, and now I would much rather have a Cirque than a Hollow Taco. All right. These gotta dry, and we're gonna be doing some stamping. And I have a stamping plate. I don't know if you believe it or not, but I have a stamping plate. One of your students bought you your first Hollow Taco. Were you already painting your nails? What were you painting your nails with? I'm very curious. I can't decide. I thought I had a stamping plate that was like these shapes, but like hollow, not hollow, but like empty, so that I could like fill them in from the back, but I don't have that. So there's these ones. There's like this, which is like palm trees and eggs and stuff and fill-inable dinosaurs. And then there's this that I could just do in white. What do we think? What are we thinking? With preference to whatever Lacquerdactyl says. You still love Cirque. You don't care if people hate them. Yeah, I also don't really care if people hate them. I understand that their thing with, well, they've done a lot of things. And they've done a lot of things that like other companies have also done. And I've seen other people not call out those companies for, but I've seen, I've seen the same person not call out Cirque for like having misleading swatches, and like in the same thread of stories, praise Mooncat when they did the exact same thing very recently as of that post. So like, honestly, it's one of those things where it's like, I still like them. Your options are, the bottles are very tiny. The options are, hold on, let me focus this better. I'm talking so loud today. I feel so bad for my husband and also for my voice. The options are these ones that I can paint in the back versus these done in either a single color or I will paint over them. Hello, Boncat. How are you doing? I'm going to be painting you, but on the nails that aren't you, I'm going to be using these stamps. One of these. That plus about being colorblind. If photos are off on the website, you don't know. There you go. Yeah, like their whole thing with the Yarritos collection was weird because they like altered, they sold two jellies at the same time that were practically indistinguishable, but then they edited people's swatches to make them more distinguishable. Pretty shitty. I think that's a pretty shitty move. The outlines. Okay. All right. I will do that then. I will do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to adjust the focus yet again so you can see my nails. That's always too much. I'm always like, but could it just be better? And let's get some stampers. All of my stampers have fallen on the floor recently. So like, I think I need some new pads. Some new like silicone actual stampers. Cause like I have just dropped so many of them on the floor. And do I have them with their caps on? Of course not. Of course fucking not. That's not how I roll. Okay. I'm struggling. It's a custom being colorblind. If photos are off on the website, you don't know. Yeah, exactly. You thought the 9 rainbow colors you owned was all you would ever need. Nope. Oh, wait. I want to see, because you probably answered the question about your student. I was mainly using Sally and Essie at that point. Aww. It's a first anniversary topper without knowing it was limited. Oh, okay. That's adorable. Christine is really responsible for so many of our nail polish awakenings. Love her or hate her, she's probably the reason you do this. Yeah. In general, I love Christine because she is mommy. But yeah, I definitely feel like I have grown out of at least like watching her content. But then again, like her content just changed, you know, she just changed her content. You know, she did her whole I'm leaving YouTube thing, and then she like, well, she said she's no longer a YouTuber. Not that she was leaving YouTube. And I hardly listen to the podcasts that I care about. And I definitely don't listen to a lot of podcasts that are just like, let's like read Am I the Assholes? And then, you know, weigh in. Like, I just don't really watch that kind of stuff. So unfortunately, when she left her YouTube channel, that was kind of the end for me. You found Christine from Sophia, and you found Sophia looking up YouTube reviews of period undies. Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, I found Sophia first. Yeah, I definitely started watching Sophia first. And then my friend recommended Simply Nailogical to me. Just for YouTubans. And I realized they were friends. And I was like, oh. Mm-hmm. Dragged your dead ass into chat. Hello, Dooms. Hello. All right. I got new stamping polish. I'm so excited. I mean, new bottle, same old brand I always use, which is Queen. Queen is my favorite stamping polish, my favorite black stamping polish. I know nothing about this brand. Occasionally they're sold at like Walmart. But actually, they have been my favorite black stamping polish. My least favorite black stamping polish, tragically, is Hit the Bottle. I love all their other polishes. I've never met Hit the Bottle I don't like, except for their regular black polish. And I do not understand why. Like, how'd they get it so wrong? That's the reason my little Fallout Boy was so shitty today. Because I was using frickin' Hit the Bottle. Because I forgot that I had a fresh bottle of Pueen in an unopened Amazon package. as I am wont to do. Sophia and Tyler back when they were, see, your ex-hubs and you watched Sophia and Tyler back when they were with BuzzFeed, and then you found Christine separately. I didn't realize Tyler was on BuzzFeed too. You pulled a ton of polish out of your drawers and you're trying to put it all back weeks later. Why don't they all fit? Did you buy more? Did you buy more polish? You feel like you missed out on something because you got into polish watching streamers, but never really got into or really watched Christine or Sophia. You feel like you skipped a grade or something. I think you did. Good for you. You're the new crew. You're the new you're the new generation. Home now so you can safely type. Didn't I hear you say tonight's movie is Death Becomes Her? Yes, you did. Come watch it. Come watch it. I'm so excited. It's gonna be so much fun. It is just such like that movie is such a vibe. And I know they made a new Broadway musical based off of it. The only reason I know is because they had the performers at the parade. At the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade. And it looked fine. Like, I'm very rarely am I like actually excited about a movie musical adaptation. I've seen, quite a bit of them, and, some of them are better than others, for sure. This one, I can see being a good musical. I definitely think it has, like, big enough emotional beats to warrant a musical. But I don't know. I feel like most entertainment's kind of like going downhill recently. So I never hold out much hope for anything. And then I'm rarely disappointed. Because I have never been appointed yet. I have not let myself be appointed. Okay. Oh, I left this open. So we're going to do all of these. We're going to like get them all down. And then I am going to start drawing in Lacquerdactyl, aka Chris. So if you don't know Lacquerdactyl's real name, now you do. You're listening to a podcast where one of the stars reviews Golden Girl episodes. Incredible. Wait, one of the stars of what? Of the podcast? Are they a star or just a star of the podcast? I actually have a friend who has a Golden Girls podcast, which I think it's called On the Lanai. I need to listen to it at some point. If you're listening to On the Lanai, I'd be like, what? Just check your spreadsheet. Apparently, Holotaco is what you own the most of. You have no idea. I can't imagine that what I own the most of is an Orly. And actually thinking of it now, yes, it is Orly. I have 3 drawers of Orly. And I don't have 3 drawers of any other thing. So clearly it's Orly. Just randomly rekindled your love of polish during COVID, and then you got into stamping before you even knew how to paint your nails properly. Stamping is what brought you to YouTube. Kind of did it backwards. I think that a lot of people do that, actually. And I think that that's not like, maybe not a lot, well, probably a lot, but not like a majority. I know that I started stamping before I fully knew what I was doing. You got to apologize because you kept getting your toes stepped on at clubs in Texas by cowboy boots. So you had to hide your bruised toenails. But you think you just kept buying more. It's amazing. Yes, it is a great title. The Death Becomes Her musical. Okay. She talks about the process of opening a Broadway show on the Golden Girls podcast. Interesting thing to do on a Golden Girls podcast. All right. Yes, my friend who has that podcast, by the way, has my respect so much because, like, I was, like, showing her my nails, and she was like, man, I would do that, but, like, I just don't have the time. And I was like, I love it when people say that and don't just go, like, oh, I could never do that. I don't have the talent or whatever. Because, like, I honestly do think that y'all do have the talent, especially if you give your time and energy to the process. So I really like it when people don't sell themselves short and go like, oh, I could never paint that. I could never do that. Just being like, I don't have the time to learn that. I'm like, exactly. That's like, everything's valid, but like, that makes me happy. Let's see. Jenna Marbles painting her ramen nails with hollow tacos. How you got into nail videos? We all miss Jenna. We all miss Jenna. Jenna, baby, come back. Jenna, come back. You can blame it all on me. I'm the one who canceled you. No, she was never even canceled. She canceled herself. Which, honestly, I understand. I'm sure it's not easy to, like, live life going, like, I have become a different person. I understand what I did was wrong. But, like, ugh, I'm sure it would really be soul-crushing to feel bad about what you've done in the past and worried it's gonna come back to haunt you. But, baby, we can make it work. yeah. Like, I respect that he's doing his thing, and I follow him for updates about the dogs. It kind of reminds me a while back. It's the exact song that went through my head. He said, Jenna, come back. Exactly. We're all on the same page here. All right, so we've got our these things. Let me organize the space. Let me organize the space so that I'm not just knocking over all my shit. And I think I've got just about everything I need for the Lacquerdactyl. All right. No, I just closed your image. Open in browser. All right, we got it. It's like watching Ben. It's not the same. I would watch Julian over Ben any day because, like, it's not a secret. I've talked about it on the podcast a number of times. I don't like Ben. Like, just think seems like kind of a dick. Like, honestly, I would prefer that she didn't do her content with Ben. This Hollow Taco Talk reminded me I wanted to get some more polishes. Orders in place. Hell yes. You gotta come over and, like, you should come over sometime. And Fruit Bat's one of my IRL friends forever. Actually, the friend I have had the longest that is my own making. Like, I have, like, family friends but I don't even really see them anymore. That, like, you know, I was like an infant with. But you should come over and use some of my polishes because they're gathering dust. You've never been up to my nail room because it's always absolutely a fucking fire hazard. So I never invite you up into the fire hazard, but I should. All right. So we are starting off with Don't Pretzel My Buttons by OPI. I do think it is a little bit tan. But you're a bit tan. You got a little bit of pink going on. Oh man, that'd be amazing. If you want to be on. I was about to say, just say the word, but you already have. That'd be really fun. That'd be a good time. You can wear your big titty boyfriend shirts, which I fucking love. I'm gonna pick 2 polishes for tomorrow's drop. The gray glitter and the blue crushed hollow. You're torn on the teal blue cream. You have so many teal blue creams. Yeah, actually samesies. I am considering placing an order. Mostly because of the mug. Does anybody know if the mug's limited edition? All right, we're gonna do a little quick plan of this body of yours, of Chris's. This is what we're doing. What was the opossum's name again? I think I'm going to pick up 2 polishes. Oh, I already read that. What is it about Ben? Can't my finger on it, but feel the same. The mug is kind of thinking almost, yeah, Orville. Okay. Orville Redden Possum. That's his name. The thing about Ben, here's the concrete thing I can point to. And please keep in mind, I am not trying to cancel anybody here. These are vibes. They do a lot of those, like, am I the asshole readings? And on a couple of occasions when I've watched them, and I very rarely watch them because I don't really watch that kind of content, I have heard him like read one of those and then express that he can't understand something that's very understandable that like normal humans go through. He'd be like, you know, why would you do that? Why would they do that? Like, that's so, like, who would want that? Who would ever do that? And it's just like, I don't know, people who aren't you, maybe, maybe people who are different from you. You know, like, in general, I don't really like that attitude when people just like, when people aren't even like willing to entertain somebody else's point of view. Now, given, sometimes people post stuff on Am I the Asshole? And it's like, wow, you're the asshole. And you might be like, I don't understand why somebody would do that. But that usually wasn't what was happening. And like, I don't remember the exact Am I the Assholes, but like, at least one of them was something like, seemed pretty like privileged. And like, I'm saying this as somebody who is pretty privileged, so like, I'm not trying to throw shade at people who have means. I'm just saying, like, perhaps, you know, it's one of those things like where you're like, well, why don't you just go to the doctor for that? You know, and the person's like, because I don't have insurance. Well, why don't you have insurance? Everybody has insurance, and you're like, I don't know, I'm poor, you know, like that's kind of the vibes that I get. No, I don't think he ever did anything that bad, but he might have. I don't know. It definitely comes off as someone who grew up with a level of privilege. I literally can't relate to other regular people. Yeah, exactly. Ben is ignorant cat owner who has never lived with a dog. Strikes you as intelligent and aware of it, but not intelligent enough. Not intelligent enough to like check his privilege, you know? Because I feel like there is a level of intelligence you get to where perhaps you can, like, you know, take a step back from yourself and understand that other people have different lives. But maybe that's not an intelligence thing, it's a wisdom thing. Maybe wisdom was his dump stat, you know? Not like me, where, no, probably was wisdom. What was my dump stat? My dump stat's probably, what are the stats? Strength, endurance. No, I don't. Endurance. Yeah, endurance. Endurance is my dump stat. That's where I dumped it. They stopped doing that podcast over a year ago. I didn't even know. He wouldn't let a dog see him naked. That's like weird, in my opinion. Like, what kind of feelings are you imparting on that dog? That says more about you than the dog. Not that, like, again, like, I don't want to judge someone too harshly. You know, be naked wherever you want to be. Maybe he didn't want the dog to lick his dick, which is like valid. If you're just worried that the dog's gonna like walk up to you and like lick you in an inappropriate place, that's valid. Person has no empathy for a thing unless it's happened to them directly. Yeah, exactly. The one about dogs was what the fuck. River said one pretty ignorant comment about pit bulls and dog owners, and I was like, yikes. Yeah, that tracks. I wouldn't let my dog see Ben naked either. He's best when dropping off the tee. Yeah, stamina. You know, my stamina has been pretty good in the past. Like, I shouldn't go further into this. When I'm a little bit more fit, let me tell you, I can do some damage. Maybe none of my stats are dumped. One of them's gotta be. One of them's gotta be. Recently, though, I do feel like I used to have a better stamina. And I do feel like it has been dumped. All right. And then this hand goes over here. Unfortunately, these colors are so fucking similar that it is hard for me to, like, figure out exactly what's happening. Okay. I'm kind of getting it. All right. Let's fill in. What's the shape of your head? Lacquerdactyl. Approximately head-shaped is what I'm seeing in this picture. Would you say that's accurate? But you are doing kind of a 3/4. And I'm unfortunately kind of drawing you 3/4ing the other way. There we go. I think I got it. I think I got it. Top of the head's not too important. Cube. The bestest of compliments that your head is roughly head-shaped. But a smoosh of the two... Wait, what are you talking about? YouTube comments aren't censored, but Twitch, so I was confused of what word naked was. Who said naked? Okay. The dog probably thinks you're weird for not running around naked like them. Yes, exact. Yeah, yes, Danny. Duct tape gray for what? For what? What are people talking about? What's happening here? Something's happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. Okay, poll for the chat: is Holo Taco Foreshadow or Duct Tape Gray better for baby penguin color? I don't know the Holo Taco catalog. Yeah, I gotta catch up with chat. Apparently, I was too busy drawing my friend. Okay. All right. So, let's you got a little bit of chesticle showing. Just a bit of chesticle. And let's get your arm. How is this arm's holding it this way? So actually what I did for the hand actually should be hand from this arm. I need more of this polish because it is drying up. And then I need to do another hand beneath. And then we got to start drawing in our beautiful boy, Orville. When it's Danny's dream, you egging on stuff with smut and stuff, you legit talk color theory with Danny. Because Danny's not busy. I love that you were talking about smut in Danny's chat. It gave me something to do because I was so not busy. I was so not busy during that stream with my ridiculous landscape. All right. And then your other hand is like below. Your other hand's like doing this. This will all come together later. Okay. Skin's looking a little bit green compared to this like pink background. So maybe we'll give you a little bit of blush. All right. Next is Orville. So we're going to do Orville in gray. Although Orville does have, perhaps I should do Orville in Sassy Nass. Just got a new bottle of Sassy Nass. It's not up here. Because I got the package from Orly and I was like, great. And then I like came upstairs. Which, by the way, I bought enough to get their new thermal confetti glitter polish. I forgot what it's called, but it does look like it sucks. Yeah, I'm gonna blush them. Okay. So, Orville. Orville's over here. And he goes like to your natural shoulder. He is so dang cute. I can't get over this little guy. I can't get over him. And he's got his little arm right there. And then he's like got his, his little fat little possum arm. And then you're like over him from here. So here's where Orville kind of goes. And he's got his little fat body sticking out. And then from under your hand, he's got that tail. So that's all we need. Oh, and he's got his little paw up here. There we go. That's all we need of Orville right now. It is a very good pick. It is an excellent pick. All right. Now what we can do is we can go in. We're using Off the Grid by Orly. Great, like, this should be #1 pick on Grindr. Look, if you're not immediately clicking on Possum Man, then he's not boyfriend material. All right? Perhaps not even one night stand material. It was. Wait, it was your 4th pick or your profile pick? Cause yeah, like. Oh, no, okay. Because your neck. Giving you a bit of a tight V-neck today. All right. And then we just fill in this whole area with the blue. And we're gonna come back. I'm gonna do like not a very full application here, because we're gonna be doing some steps. And then we need the rest of your bod. Fun fact, that was at a huge fundraise to ask millionaires for money at the zoo. They knew you had experience with sugar daddies. They're like, get out there and get us some money. Sugar daddies make me uncomfortable. I say as I don't make any real money and my husband does. But I do a lot of things for the family. Lacquerdactyl used to work at the zoo. He spent 5 minutes collecting nail polish stripes because electrostatic has yeeted them everywhere. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Kadachi, your shit's been wild. P.S. Your freaking nail art has been wild. We talked about it on the podcast. Ooh, okay. All right. So we got this hand. I do want to get your neck a little bit more present here. Which unfortunately is not going to look, it's going to be a little thicker than I want it to be. And let's work on your hair. So we're going to be using, don't be suspicious. So your hair is in black. It is very dark in this picture though. Ah, so the zoo is hiring. I like the concept of sugar daddies, but not so much in practice. Yeah, exactly. Your early Instagram was your nails posing with butterflies and beetles. It was so cute. But now you got your dinosaurs. All right. So. All right. Let's get this hairline down. All right. You're gonna need to add in a bit of an ear. That's okay. And your neck goes just straight down. Just go straight down into your shirt. There we go. We're going to fill that in a little bit more. You can actually see your ear on this other side, which TBH was not expecting. I don't think I'm going to be putting your ear over there. And we're going to pretend that your face is a little more to the side with this. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we do. Whatever happens, happens. I also don't want your hair to be too... I mean, your hair was pretty, like, up. There we go. Flattering descriptions of your neck. Your neck looks lovely in this. It looks lovely. All right. Let's, I think we need to do your shirt before we do Orville. Because Orville is in front of your shirt. So, like, if something needs to happen with your shirt, I don't want to accidentally be covering, like, a finished Orville. So, let's get that shirt more filled in. And we're also going to want... Is this the new one? Yeah. I'm, like, struggling a bit with this. There we go. You got that over there. Orville does not really have space for your shirt. He has not left room for Jesus. You left room for Jesus down here, though. Let's fill that in. And then we're going to go in another one of my favorite Orleys that I would have bought a new bottle of when I bought these bottles, but I bought a new bottle of it at TJ Maxx. What are people saying? Early Reddit Chris asking about subtle, masculine, non-colorful nails. It's so cute. Now look at this bitch. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, and what I want to say, these minis you build look so awesome. No wonder your freehand nail art is so freaking good. You're awesome at your tiny art. Thank you, Kadachi. Thank you. Yeah, he's holding space and physically holding Orville in space. Yeah, it's really funny because, like, let me share it really quickly while this dries a little bit. Look how it's looking good, though. I'm really stepping back and looking at this. I'm like, oh, it's getting there. It's getting there. We're getting to Chris. Let me show you, though. So I showed this off last night, and you can watch my whole presentation in the VODs on Moogles the Poets. If we can get a shout out from somebody from Moogles the Poet, the name is so long. If not, just, vibe it out. Or go to the Discord. Oh, by the way, let me share the Discord and just say one more time. Come watch Death Becomes Her with us at 5 p.m. PST tonight. But yeah, I did a presentation of a bunch of my minis, and I started off showing the oldest mini of mine I could find. I know there's one that I painted that was a cat lady that looks, to my recollection, very bad. And this one looks, not bad, but also not good. Because I do think that doing nails has really improved my mini game. So yeah, this is one of the earliest ones that I did. And she's, I actually think I might have another picture of her, like a little bit closer up. Or from a different angle. Let me see. Did I get multiples of her in here? Oh no, I only got one. But yeah, so that's like one of my first ones. And that was, I don't know, probably like 10 years ago. Maybe closer to 12 years ago. What do I use for them to stand on? This is just her base that she comes with, I believe. And then this is flocking powder. They just sell it, flocking powder. And then like they sell just a little mini base like that. And then after that, the next thing I painted, I think, was probably this Kraken. And this was like, well, the next thing that I could find. This was like years later. I painted the Kraken. So years later, I did that. And so like, I definitely have been improving at mini painting, but it hasn't been linear through tons of practice. And I do think the reason that I had such a jump in, I mean, actually looking at the next ones I'll show you, it wasn't a huge jump in quality looking at it, but I do think that painting nail art has done a lot for me, a lot. So I think that a lot of you, if you picked up mini painting, you would find it a lot easier than you'd expect because you're already used to painting tiny stuff. I need a base or 2 minis to stand on. You're trying to find something without going to Hobby Lobby. I think you should always try without going to Hobby Lobby. You can order them like probably on Amazon, just mini bases. Mini bases. We just have them. We just have them, many of them. I've had to buy some occasionally depending on the size that I need. But game shops have them. You probably have a Warhammer store near you that might have some extra bases. They usually do. But yeah, and then I painted these. And these aren't too far off from my current quality. I do see in these, I didn't try to blend at all. Nowadays, I'm all about blending, and that's definitely partially to do with the culture we're in, where I go online, I watch a video, the video tells me how to do stuff, and the person making the video's like crazy good. And they're like, you can blend this. Yes, where you find magic cards, you could often find bases. And these ones I painted with wood grain. So if you look closely, can we please zoom? Is this frozen? Hello? I painted these bases with wood grain. So this is some of the first freehand I ever did. And I'm really happy with how they turned out, especially from a distance. They look really good. So yeah, I love these little guys. I should paint the rest of them. I haven't painted all of them. These are all that I've painted. I remember they were such a struggle. I was so on the struggle bus. Yes, do it. I forgot to show off the wood grain in the stream. I love this one. I have a whole picture of him. I love this one because like this is his canonical color scheme and he's like a ballerina. He's wearing like a leotard and leg warmers. So I call him the ballerina because that's what he is. And I love him. He's just executioner ballerina with knife arms. This is a game called Puppet Wars. It's based off of another game called Malifaux. These are puppet versions of characters from Malifaux. Have I ever done wood grain nails? No, but I should, shouldn't I? I should. My voice is giving out. There is a good chance I'm sick. Unconfirmed, but this lymph node. It's been swollen. It's been sore. I don't know what's happening. See if there's any other minis. That would be great to show you guys. Oh, R.I.P. David Lynch. P.S. I love David Lynch. I haven't seen all of his movies or shows, but I watched Twin Peaks and I loved it. The original Twin Peaks. I loved it so much. It has this weirdness. It has this softness. It has this Kyle, what's his name? What's the guy who plays the main guy in Twin Peaks? Point is, he's sexy as hell. He's sexy as hell in a soft way, and we love to see it. Kyle MacLachlan, thank you. Thank you. He is in the new Fallout TV series, and I was like, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, our God, ruler of Kyle MacLachlan, for giving me this beautiful gift of having him literally be daddy on the Fallout show. But anyway, this is just a mini for the Fallout game. Speaking of Fallout, this is a mini for the Fallout game that I painted and I made his hair gray because my husband was like, I want this guy to be older. And I painted his hair gray and I went, oh, that's a David Lynch. This one is David Lynch because of the face and the looks. Actual hero David Lynch. Hello, Moogles. We've been talking about you. We've been talking about you. I've been showing off some of the pictures that I put on my computer that I showed off on your stream. But yeah, so we started calling him David Lynch, and he actually initially just had David written on his base, but then my husband and I were like, we gotta just make it fully David Lynch, right? We gotta go the whole way. We gotta do the whole thing. So R.I.P. David Lynch, I will miss you, personally. I meant to post this before you died, so that you could see it. And I could say, perhaps you come play Fallout, and he'd say, absolutely fucking not. But I don't know. He does seem like a weird guy who might. I'm like, excuse me, David Lynch, are you a weird guy who might? And he's like, I might be. I might be a weird guy who might. But yeah, we'll never know. We'll never know if maybe he might. By the way, this is our other APC. We have War and Peace. Y'all have seen Peace before. But have you seen War? This is War for War and Peace. All right. Back to the nails. It's so much fun last night at the art share. Yes, it was so much fun. Thank you for letting me go off for a long time. Remember, you can always stop me. But luckily, we didn't have too many people there, so I felt pretty chill. Pretty chill. Very, very fun. Sometimes I should just bring one thing to share and not like my entire fucking catalog, you know? All right, I need to look. I'm like about to go in to do this arm, but I need to look at Chris's arm before I get in there. Looking forward to doing more features, but like having the extra time to celebrate people's work. Yes. Yeah, it was really great. And the poems were all so good. So good. If you don't get poetry, go to one of Moogle's open mic nights. You will begin to get it. I promise. It was very, very good. And live poetry, especially poetry read by the poet, very different from poetry thrust upon you in high school. How is your shirt? I haven't decided. Oh, I honestly should be doing this with my other brush. I have a much better brush. That's a good question, Kadachi. I wonder if the girl's still available. Yeah, or the Kraken. Those were both from Reaper Bones Kickstarters, which is a company that makes minis. Definitely I love doing skin now. I love painting skin. And I feel like the skin of the magic, the mage girl, is her weak point. I think everything else is actually painted quite well. I'm also very good at doing eyes now. So I do think that it would be a great improvement if I redid her. Just realized there aren't on Peelies. I'll just send me your actual nail things. You're gonna get a picture and you're gonna like it. I'll post it on my Instagram, which is more than most people can say. Because I don't ever post anything anywhere. Finally posted my Thalassophobia nail art like yesterday. All right, so we'll do this shirt kind of outlined. I do want to kind of fix your little lapel there. want it to come over a little bit more. I keep putting this in like the wrong dish. You could wear the nail as a pendant. Maybe I'll make you a mini or something sometime. How about that? Something slightly less weird. I don't know why I'm trying to get something less weird to you. I do really like making things for other people. And although I do not intend to making minis my job, because for one thing, it's very sentimental. Look, these will probably stay on for a while, and if I notice it peeling off my natural nail, I will attempt my best to get it actually off for you. If I knew you wanted it, I would have done peely base just for you, sweetie, but I didn't know you wanted it that way, pervert. Etchy. No, you're not a pervert. I'm a pervert. Maybe we can be perverts together. I would have done it. Even though it would have pained me. 139. Not that I thought this would be fast. But it's not fast. Okay. How is... Your shirt actually is kind of sticking out a bit on this. I was like, why is this shirt so, like, weird and crunchy over here? And it's because your shirt's just kind of weird and crunchy over there. All right, so let's do a bit of, like, stuff in the corner. I think I'm going to outline you in black. I better show everyone you see in public, bank, grocery, or gas station, furniture stores. Absolutely. I'll go to all those places just to show it off. Also, to clarify, I like the girl in the Kraken you were painted. Just wondering, especially because the Kraken could be so much fun, adding black light reactive colors. You're so right, Kadachi. Now, I didn't think that you thought that they were bad. Absolutely not. But no, like, that's a great question. Like, what would I do differently now? And I have more. Those Puppet Wars miniatures comes in either 2 or 4. So I definitely could do more of the Puppet Wars ones. I really should work on that. I really should do that. Okay. All right. So that is basically... Oh, I could do like a little bit more of this shirt. This has been really hard because all the colors have been so similar. Okay, so that's just a polo, so it just goes down a little bit. It just goes down a little bit. All right, now, it's possum time. It is now possum time. And I'm gonna be doing your little Omaha Zoo. Your little Omaha Zoo thing. All right, we got Dreamers Awake. We still have so many unpainted minis. Literally, I should post in the Discord the box. When we got that Kraken and that Sorceress, the box, like the minis that we got with them is such a huge collection that they are just literally a box like sitting in our living room. Okay. What I gotta remember about Orville is that top part is not just head, it's also body. So it's like little head. It's just kind of like give a little space to where, let's hold space for his little baby head. And he's got that. Okay. And then your hand goes over his body. So let's get some of your skin tone. Pause time's best time. Holding space for his little baby head. Those were bulk minis. Were they cheap? Your husband wants bulk minis to practice on, but the ones we got are Garbo, and it's surging from painting. What ones did you get? Because I'll show you the ones on like they weren't bulk minis. They were Reaper bones, and it was a Kickstarter. And my husband and I like to do this thing called spending a lot of money at once. If you may recall from earlier, when I got this 9-piece set or 10-piece set, it was a day that my husband was like, I want you to buy like a lot of Mooncat, because, you know, he just loved me a lot that moment, I guess. He also thinks that Mooncat's cool. There are some minis I've been looking at, and I'm curious if, like, hold on, let me look them up on Amazon really quick, because, like, I'm curious if you've tried them. Yes, I would love to watch a short video of Orville crunching. Please send the crunch. D&D minis. Was it Wildspire? Was it... Let me open up, like, the picture of the box. Because these... Oh, those are the ones you got. Okay, let me see. Yes. These look like garbage. Unfortunately, those look like garbage. Let me send you... Like, this company, I haven't tried them, but I'm so curious about them. And looking at the minis... Let me actually look at the... Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. Fuck. Man. Well, it's my chat. I can just fill it. Just fuck my shit up, I guess. Let me look at some of the pictures of the people who got them. Hard to tell how good they are sometimes by people. Okay. So here's somebody's pictures of the minis. They look decent. They don't look like the best minis I've ever seen. But Reaper, if you like, yeah, I'd be curious how you like these ones. My suggestion, if he's just getting into mini painting, it's gonna take him a while to learn how to do it, would be to like go to your local game store to like the D&D section, the Reaper you know, whatever, the mini section, and just pick out a few that you really like in like the $5 to $10 range, that you can see physically with your eyes if they look like they're good. I don't like... Reaper makes some that are metal. The metal ones, I don't like those. They're a little more difficult to work with, and I don't think that they look as good. Generally speaking, like when I look at the sculpt, I'm like, not feeling it. But yeah, that's my recommendation. But I've been looking at these. I've been looking at these Wildspire ones, and I can't really tell from the images. They're better than the ones that you showed me, for sure. They're better than the ones that you showed me. But I can't tell from the images how good they are. Okay, let me get your picture or get your video. He got one from the store that was $30. He's too afraid to paint it now because it's so expensive. Yeah, go back to the store and get some cheaper ones. Maybe get a set, you know? I don't recommend... I've been painting Fallout, Modifius Fallout minis. Those aren't good beginner minis. They're hardly good advanced minis. They're too detailed, but not well enough crafted. So I have to fake it a lot with those ones. But yeah, I recommend Reaper as beginner brand. It's pretty good. No, I love talking about this shit. I love talking about this shit. And we got 3 hours. We're fine. All right. We're going to open this. Can we... Hold on. No. Let me... I want to open this, like... I want to open in browser. Can I open this in browser? Open link. Open link. I don't want to do that. All right, well, let's do full screen. And we'll turn the volume up. Yes. See this majestic music and the majestic crunching going on at the same time? Well, let's watch it one more time. Also, if you don't have, is he using real mini paints? That is a question. That is an important question. If he's using real mini paints. If not, I highly recommend the Army Painter starter set. They just started using a new paint line that it's the Fanatic paint line, and their starter set now comes with that. So make sure it is the Fanatic starter set and not the old starter set, because the old paint sucked. The newer paints are as good as anybody else. They're not like mind-blowing, but the starter set, I don't remember how expensive it is, but like it's worth it. It's worth it. He's holding fingertip of his whole hand. It's so cute. Oh, he wants to pet a possum just once, right? Just once. Oh, excellent. Oh, okay. Excellent. Excellent short nail arts. That's a perfect place to start. Because some people are like, why can't I get my minis to look good? And it's like, because you bought craft paint from the craft store. It's like, the pigment is literally just too big. The pigment is literally just too big to look good, unfortunately. All right, all right. Back to... Yeah! Perfection. You're on the right track. I also really love Pro Acryl. I call Pro Acryl the Monument Hobbies Pro Acryl, same diff. I call them the Orly of mini painting. So far, don't love their metallics though, unfortunately. I wish I loved their metallics because I just bought like all of them. Because I'm dumb. But maybe some of them I'll fall in love with. Good paints, crap minis. Yep. There you go. Yeah. Warhammer minis are also really good. They're really quality, but they're really expensive. And I don't like the minis. I don't enjoy the minis, but they are made to be good, like not necessarily easy to paint, but like, well, yeah, I guess easy to paint. They're made to not be like inherently difficult because of too much detail, too small of details, fucked up shit. I mean, some of them though are fine cast. I don't know. Don't listen to me. I'm just going on about shit. But I do like Reaper. Reaper tends to be good. And I love Modifius because they make what I want, but they don't tend to be good. All right. How do I, what am I doing right now? Where am I in this process? I think I need more skin. I'm listening this whole time. Thank you. The thing about Warhammer minis, they are made to be easily paintable, good minis, but sometimes they make them out of stuff that sucks. And then they're not easy to paint because they've got like their whole ass missing. I think I need more skin. What's not clicking with you? Okay, so I'm definitely having your arm kind of holding this at like a different angle than reality. But that's okay. We've got to paint. I'm not actually going to paint each one of your fingies individually. Because that would be madness. And I am going to kind of like cheat Orville over. Okay, so now we're going to use, they absolutely do. I do think that issues with nail art are absolutely modern problems. All right, all right. Now we're going to just give you a little logo on your shirt. Needs to be a little bit thinner. Well, let's get some black. Oh, I had a black up here, and I don't have a black up here anymore. This, yes. I kind of want to make this lower. Oh, I can. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot that you're from that one tribe. That one rare nail polish tribe. And then instead of using the exact colors, yeah, I'm gonna use these colors because I cannot be bothered. All right. I can't be bothered. All right. All right, all right, all right. Just doing the little squares. We're going to try to do the little squares. I don't know if we are going to do the little squares. We might do like 2 little lines instead. We'll see how this blue comes out. The blue came out okay. Let's try green. Thank you, Luna. I just cut it myself the other day, right before that concert I went to. Which I had literally told Danny, like, don't do that. Like, don't cut your hair right before some sort of event because, like, your hair almost always looks bad to you, like, right when you cut it, especially if you cut it yourself. And then I fucking did that. I just did that thing. Okay, let's do that. Oh, and I'd wanted to lighten that up anyway. There we go. got the little zoo logo. It was a very do as I say, not as I do moment. I was like, if it looks that bad, I'll wear a fucking hat. I'll wear a hat. You know, the hat that I wear to the goth concerts. The like goth cyberpunk concerts that, you know, I wear hats to. I'll just wear my spiked gimp mask. And it'll all be just fucking fine, won't it? Won't it be? Oh my god, Unraveling Story is right here. Would you look at this? Ooh. I was like, I need this color, and it was like, I got you. Don't you even fucking worry about it, Steph. Goth gimp hats. I looked up, by the way, when I got into Priest, I decided to look up what a gimp was. Like, because I've always known about them. But I don't have any actual experience with them. And I learned a lot. Okay, so you've got to make Chris's hand look not totally fucked up. Goth gimp dad hat. One of those plague masks is a goth gimp dad hat because one of them is for sure a dad. Thank you for your lurk, Our Lady. I think you should add gimp facts to all your streams. Yeah, so basically a gimp is someone in a BDSM situation that is like anonymous. Kinda. I mean, I think the people who are experiencing them usually know who they are. But, and they'll just pretty much do anything, and it's a very demanding role. And I was kind of just like, respect. Respect to the gimps out there. That seems like a very demanding role. I'm gimply illogical. I am for sure not a gimp because I'm not putting myself. Dudes, if you're looking into being a gimp, you gotta be okay with like fucking anything, man. And I'm not. Which is why I have so much respect. We're gonna kind of change the facts of this picture a little bit. This hand now is going to be coming in from the bottom to like support the bottom of the possum. Because I did kind of like... Oh, but your arm could have more meat up top. You could have more meat up top, and then it would be a little less weird. But we are probably gonna have to make your shirt a little bigger, which is fine. New merch, completely illogical. Far too loud to give it up. I absolutely am. Latex suits could not contain the Fanaticure. Latex suits could enhance the Fanaticure. I am like not in, yes, opossum bottom. Precisely. I think I'm going to... All right, I just added this. So we're going to do first off... a little more shirt out here. A little more shirt. And then on the bottom here, we're going to have a little less arm. That arm is a little too big. And then we need to come in with the outside color. Whew. I still have so much reverse painting to do on these stamps. So let's hope I can get to all this. Okay, so that needs to dry a little bit. I need to figure out exactly what I'm doing with this hand. I guess I'm gonna do a little more of the possum. Yay! Welcome back. Or to, I don't know. Welcome away from work. Welcome to that. All right. So let's fill in this beautiful baby possum. Let's kind of just like pretend this hand doesn't exist for a little bit. There we go. Okay, so the possum needs up here. Okay, we're doing good. Now, possum baby. Plant medicine time! He's got that little thing going on there for him, which is nice. We need some more sassiness. Free until Thursday, then you start a new unwanted position. I'm so sorry. Are you gonna become a gimp? Is that your unwanted position? Are they turning you into a gimp? That's my unwanted position. I'm just like, no thank you. Just say no thank you to becoming a gimp. Honestly, feels like that's what you are at this place. I'm so sorry. All right. Let's get his little fat rolls. His fat little arm. Okay, okay. And your hand is kind of just like, it's just kind of figuring itself out. I figured that would happen if I kind of just like continued on Orville for a bit. All right. So we're going to pretend your hand is kind of that shaped in this picture, even though it's not, because I could paint your hand splayed out like it is in the picture, but that would look bad for this. All right. And then let's just fill in. Let's just fill in this stuff. All right. We have a different skin tone for our little baby possum. There it is. It's my Vampire is Buff by OPI. Your limp wrist, you mean? Yes. Yeah, I would say you have a pretty strong wrist in my painting. And you don't really have a limp wrist. And your lower one has the illusion of being limp, but it's just wrapped around a possum, which I think honestly is really the strongest position. That's the strongest position you could hope for. If you ever become a politician and somebody's like, what's your position on this? What's your position on that? You got to be like, it's wrapped around a possum. That's my position on all the issues. Immediately elected. Handsome man, only cute animals. Gotta be a calendar. It's gotta be a calendar. It's gotta be. Okay. Oh, I kind of put his nose somewhere wrong. Oh well. There's his one eye. His other eye is on the other side. As is often the case with eyes. If you see one on one side, there's usually one on the other side. Unless it's like a flounder. I think it was a shame that they didn't make flounder in The Little Mermaid. An actual flounder. I think that was a mistake. I think they should have made flounder one of those fishes with the two with the two eyes on the one side. That's a southern phrase I've heard all day. Well, my position is wrapped around a possum. Exactly. The other day, I legit said faster than you could say skibbity toilet. And I was like, what am I? All right. Orville looks good. If I do say so myself, I would like... We gotta add a bit more texture to him. But like... Let me show you his eye. Flounder could have been a young flounder, or if he's a teen, the eye should have been halfway over his head. Nice and horrifying. Exactly. Disney, give us horrifying. Kids have nightmares about your movies. Let the adults. Let's all have nightmares about Disney movies. Can we please focus? I think he looks better to my eye. I'm gonna do a little bit of black on his eye as well. Your taste too obscure for your standard hunks. My taste includes standard hunks. I ain't got no type. That's a lie, but I appreciate all types, and then I have my type, which in gentlemen's case is usually gigantic, and in ladies' cases is usually short and very bitchy. Those are like my standard types. But let me tell you, anyone can be sexy. Yes. Okay. Perfect little eye. Probably, I don't know. Thank you, Carolyn. Is your mom hot? You probably can't answer that. Someone go meet Lacquerdactyl's mom and tell me if she's hot. Imagine if Fanatic started banging your mom, then you're just on Twitch like, hi. Yeah, absolutely. I will answer your question very soon, Earth Girl. But I'm sure other people have answers as well. All right. No, I accidentally got some polish on like A random ass spot. We're gonna do shading under your arm. We also need to do, I think I'll probably do black where your hands are. And I've got to like finish your face. I've got to decide if I'm actually giving you a face or not. Because if it's going to look, if I can't pull off your face good, I'd rather leave your face blank. TBH. I want to like, I'm going to go in here with a little bit of this coral just to get your hair in kind of like a more accurate position. I'll probably paint over it with the hair again. I'm trying to think. Like a Bob's Burger silhouette. Like, if I do your face, if I do your face, I do need to do your ear for sure. Because right now you're just earless. If I do your face, I'm probably gonna do it like cartoony, just like a little simple smile. What? Oh, it must just be that color because of your hair beneath it. Okay. Doing the ear. That'll need another coat for sure. Earless Nebraska. Keep a big refill bottle of yours. You never let your user bottle get. Yeah, actually, that is what I do. I do refill my bottles. And then sometimes if it gets too gunky in there, like if it gets like too much like random, not gunky, but like random shit floating in it, then I clean it out with acetone. I find the best way to like have my top coat be the way I want it to be is to occasionally sacrifice the top coat. It's too close to the top of the label. Incredible. I don't refill mine too soon in case I immediately get something in it and then I'm like, God fucking damn it. A whole new thing in here. All right, so we're gonna bring this hair down a bit. And I am going, I guess I'll do, like, part of me just wants to go in with black, but I know that that's, YOLO. YOLO. Okay. I need to, like, finalize your face shape. Wrong brush. Finalize your face shape with this one. That black is already a little bit too... Good idea. Good idea. I know Kelly Marissa, like, when she gets halfway through, she opens another bottle and gets halfway through that and then combines them. All right, come on. Alright, let's do a little bit of cleanup after this. But I think I'm understanding. Watch his face, see how well Hollow Taco, Glossy Taco mixes with sassy sauce, plump and juicy. Oh my god. For a while, Nikki's Nails was just mixing like all of her like half-empty polishes, and it was just like, you are so much braver than me. All right. We got this. About right. We gotta make sure we add a little more of this coral, and then we're gonna outline. I think first I'm gonna fill in a little bit of the face again, and just pray to nail Jesus. Your hair's just a bit too tall. That's much better, actually. Depending on the time, I might actually have to go over to the other dinosaurs. In fact, I think I probably will. I would love to do these other ones, but I just don't have the time. But I do have time to just do a white stamp. Yes, there's a movie tonight. It is Death Becomes Her. Come watch it. All right, all right, all right. All right. Yes, I will I might be done streaming when you're back. Thanks for hanging out, Luna. All right. I think I'm going to get in here with a little bit of a shading color. I think that new... Yeah. I think Chalet Getaway by Orly is probably a good shading color. We are running out of room on this palette for sure. We saw Death Becomes Her in theaters a year ago. That's wild. Okay, I'm liking what's happening here. This needs to dry a bit. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to outline. What did you forget to tell me? You saw Labyrinth in theaters last week. It wasn't your first time, right? If it was, congratulations. If you're wondering why I'm so quiet, it's 'cause I can't fucking breathe while I do this. Alright, need new polish. Domino's sounds so good right now. I always know when I'm not breathing. I'm like, oh, I wish I could breathe. Ah, breathing shifts to manual, right? I'm actually gonna get should we look at Memento Mori? It's right here. It's not right here. Gonna use Hollow Taco's One Coat Black right now just because I think that the one I'm using right now is kind of thick, which is Finger Paints Black Expressionism. Is this old? Is this the old one? This one seems quite thick as well. This is the old One Coat Black, not using fucking that. Ah, here's Morgan Taylor. All right. There we go. Much better. Much better. Of course, I came up here to fix this, and now it's like, I'm like, it's a little lump I didn't expect to be there, but looks okay. I do need a little more gray on our beautiful possum here. I have not tried a horseshoe magnet. Breathing out's definitely less jittery than breathing in. All right. Time for the Hail Mary. What are you worried the magnet's gonna do? I might just leave it at eyebrows. I have done that before. All right, I do need to do a little bit of like color correction, basically. You can see yourself setting on your laptop, yeah. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. I think I'll do the nose too. All right, I need more black polish. I should probably be waiting. And yeah, 32 minutes. I cannot reverse paint this many dinosaurs that fast. So sadly, we're gonna have to remove these dinosaurs from these plates, or from these stampers, and we're just gonna have to do white dinosaurs. Cute. Cute. All right, I am going to just do, I will do the dinosaurs, and I'll come back and I'll do just a little bit of work on just making the face kind of a better color. But this is he. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for being my inspo. Thank you. Possum doesn't have ears, does he? Possum does have little ears. I'm gonna draw on those little floppy ears. Just a little line to indicate his floppy ears. It looks just like him, just eyebrows and a nose. That's it. That's what I look like too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's move the focus back down here. And what I'm gonna do, yeah, we're gonna do a little floppy ear on the child. Lacquerdactyl and Orville, aka Madonna and Child. There. Orville's little floppy ear is now here. And the Elinry eye. I give him little soulless Linry eyes. Yes. Orville almost kind of had a Linry eye going for him. But then I didn't. Then I did it good instead. Not that Linry eyes aren't good. I don't know why I just did that. I meant to go back to the different focus. I love Linry eyes, but they are a bit fucky. You gotta admit. All right, all right, all right. Whoa, don't do that. And that was my bag bomb. So. Wish we could use the more detailed dinosaurs. Unfortunately, today we are just going to be using these dinosaurs. Thank you. Unless I can think of a better color to stamp these in, but I can't think of one. I can't think of colors that would be good to stamp them in that would actually show. That's the problem. Hello, Michael. How you doing? Let's get this back up here so we can wipe it off when we're done. All right. We got it. And all right. These got to be upside down. And we'll do it. There we go. We got some dinosaurs. Where's my tape? There's my tape. We're going to do a bit of dino cleanup. Hopefully, I might just wait. Maybe I should just wait to do the dino cleanup. There we go. Clean it off and do it again. Thank you, LaQueer. I think Orville came out really great as well. All right, all right. Very glad I picked this picture. But this was spawned because I was like saying in the last solo stream that I did, I was like, I'm gonna do this picture, and then I just went over to that picture that Lacquerdactyl had sent me. Oh, I'm gonna have to redo that because I forgot to remove last rounds. Because yeah, he had sent me him with that possum. And I was like, I'm going to do this one. He's like, oh my God, please. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to do it today. I'll do it next time you see me. And this is the next time. And I think next time you see me, I will be doing priest nails. Like the band I just saw. That's a little too, I think I might need a different scraper. So let's clean that up. And or I might need to push a little harder on the scraper. But we've got plenty of scrapers over here, so let's just try another one. The nail multiverse was the next time you see what? The nail? No, I know. I said the solo stream. That's true, though. I was intending to say the next time that I did a solo stream. Next time, do Gimp Possum nails. I could do like Priest Possum nails. I really don't want to wrap my head around that though, but I really want to do Priest nails. Yes, this is much better than the other one was. There we go. Should have done that first nail with the scraper, actually. The big pink rubbery scraper is really good for some stuff, and like it's good at what it's good at, and at everything else it's worse. Oh my god, Priest Possum. Jesus Christ. They'd probably like it. I mean, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? Let's be real here. Sorry, I'm just like thinking about me saying who wouldn't just makes me think about Superbad, the movie Superbad, when like Michael Cera is trying to like brag to that chick he wants to date, and he's like, oh yeah, we had this like big party and like all this stuff happened, and she's like, oh, I'd love to go to a party like that. And he's like, who wouldn't? Like totally like missing the fact that she like wants him to invite her out. That was absolutely me in high school. I'd be like trying to chat up like the person I'd like, and they'd be like, yeah, cool, like let's go out. And I'd be like, sorry, I completely missed that. That couldn't be. That couldn't be what you said. I'm gonna totally not get what you said. And then by the time I realize it, it's gonna be like 2 years after I graduated high school. I'm like, oh, that person was like trying to get with me. I'm like, well, oopsies. Gibbs would like it. I don't know if the people in Priest are actually Gimps. All right, since we're done with the remover, try not to slap myself in the face with this club. Okay. Your husband has quite a few stories like that, and I'm just like, you precious airhead. Yeah, exactly. When I graduated high school and became a full-fledged adult, why is this not on screen? I don't understand why that's like not. Is it because of the angle? Probably it's because of the angle. It became a lot more obvious once I graduated high school when people were hitting on me. One time I had been dating Hubs for a year, which means it was the like dawn. We dated for 1 year. We're engaged for 1 year and then got married after that year, as one might imagine being engaged for 1 year would mean. So we knew each other for 2 years before we got married. But anyway, I was like, I knew that that was like coming because like him proposing was not a surprise to me. And I was like at Target buying some like last minute props for a show. And I was like, I was looking like, wait, cause that's like what too much? What are you talking about? Anyway, I felt like I looked really ugly that day. I felt like I just like was not presenting my best self. I was really sweaty and I was in sweats and did not look good. But this guy like came up to me And he was like, hey, you single? And I was like, no. And he was like, you married? And I was like, almost. So yeah, it became like easier to tell when people were hitting on me. Not always though. Your husband has to inform you that people are hitting on you. It's adorable. I've got like, I really need to get better at using cuticle oil. I always say that. I used to be so good at it. I might actually get a different cleanup brush because like I kind of need to do some scrubbing. Yeah. My other cleanup brushes are not at all as good at like cleaning the line, like doing the really fine work, but they are good for doing like the bulk work around the edges. You're talking to your crush in high school and you suddenly smiled and went, the thing that's the most fun about flirting with you, Helen, is that you never seem to realize it. And you're like, oh, until I died and have been dead ever since. Yeah, basically. My favorite high school flirting moment was one that I did notice that was happening, but it was just happening at such like a strange time that I didn't have any idea what to do with it. I was like, I don't know what to do with this flirtation, because it was this chick that I was in like a group vocal class with, and our vocal coach died. And we were at his funeral, and like our vocal coach wasn't out of the closet to his students, but like anybody who kind of like knew what a gay person was knew he was gay. And he actually had like his partner ran the consignment shop right next to like the studio he worked out of, and like everyone who knew it. And like this chick that I had like been in this class with, we were like sitting next to each other at this funeral, and I don't know how it came up, but I'm sure we were talking about him being gay, and she was like, everyone's a little bit bisexual, and then she like proceeded to be all up on me for the rest of the funeral, and I was just like, can we do this another time? I'm like, I would like to consider this possibility. But I'm at a funeral right now. See, he grew up to be a successful human rights forward public defender. So I don't know what part of whatever he said to you was flirting. Going for that freaky funeral sex. Like, I would have been down for that, but I was like, you know, legally 15 and also physically 15. So I just didn't really know what to do with it. I was like, you know, like somebody just handed me something and I'm just like, I don't know what to do with this. I don't know what you want me to do with this right now. Right? It's like, I mean, I guess she rightfully assumed that we would probably never really hang out again. Yeah, we were young. We were young. I think she was a year older than me. Maybe. Or maybe the same age. I'm not sure. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Look, a 16-year-old can want that. A 15-year-old can want that. You just can't provide it for them. You just can't do that. That could easily have been what she wanted. And we were both, you know, in high school, so. You put your fingernail flip and reverse it. That's what you do with it. Not at a funeral. Not at my vocal teacher's funeral. My mom didn't go to that, and I actually don't know why. I'm just thinking about that right now, how my mom didn't go to that. My sister went with me to that. My sister went with me. My mom didn't go, and I legit don't know why. She must have had like another engagement or something. All right, all right, all right. Let's really quickly just kind of do a little work. I have to hold this up so that I can... Just a little work on this face. I'm like, where did I even put that paint down? Your funeral will be a pizza party twerk off. Yeah, if y'all want to hit on me at Lacquerdactyl's funeral, I'll be fine then. If y'all want to sit next to me and do that then, I'll twerk for you. I'll be less confused by then. All right, all right. Oh, okay. That is a filled in face. Okay, let's get him up here. Let's get the focus better. There he is. These are my Lacquerdactyl nails. I did it. I need to top coat them, but I did it. Thank you, thank you. Let's make sure that your shirt's filled in all the way to the bottom. So if I don't pull in your shirt all the way to like wrap my nail, then it's just gonna ride on up as soon as I... Thanks, Danny. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. If all of you could get pictures of yourself holding possums, could do a whole group at some point. But only if you're holding possums. If you send peelies, you want a dino nail? There are no peelies. I am gonna have to go back and fix the little tail really quickly. Unless I just want to let it be cut off by your shirt. Which I don't really want to do. So I will wait for a second, let that dry. And then I'm going to go back in and just fill in that. Google's where can I hold a possum? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your food appears to have arrived. Holy shit. Well, I am going to take a minute or two to just kind of do a few little edits. And then I'm going to do my top coats. We just need to give Orville his tail back. But Orville's tail doesn't have to be like very well done, because like It's not like possum tail is just one color. You know? Your stream too. Thank you. Earth Girl has been doing Resident Evil 2 streams. And I have caught a few of them because she knows the secret. The secret to getting me to go to your stream is to be doing it while I'm cooking dinner. He has a possum in our backyard, but he didn't stay. I want him to become the 4th cat. Oh my god. I do kind of want these to be a little cleaner, but I also don't want to run over today just because I didn't feed the husbando or myself lunch, and I want to get on the dinner. Early dinner for husbando and I. All right. Probably gonna do pictures of these a little later because I really want to wash my hands because this white polish is not the business right now. I flipped around my. That's the thing. I get it now. It's because the camera is in a different position. I'm gonna flip my camera back around. Forbidden 4th cat. To stream direct from the PS4 is a very high quality. Yep. All right. So let's get some smudge free. In my experience, the polish that smudges the most is white polish. So we definitely need this. A random hair. All right. Using my Apipala. The only good smudge free I'm aware of. Yes. Even better with our top coat. Even better with the top coat. We love to see it. Aw, I'm so honored you're gonna show her. Not that obviously if somebody did nail art of me, I would absolutely show my mom. My god. You look great. You look great, Lacquerdactyl, but Orville. Can we just Orville for a second? Beautiful, beautiful possum baby. So cute. We're loving it. I didn't actually draw his little hand grasping. Well, whatever. We're fine. We're fine. No going back now. You always want to Orville for a set. Good, because that's what you're getting right now. He's the perfect baby. Yes. Speaking of perfect babies, next month for February, we are celebrating my favorite movie and TV couple, which is Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara, and they play the parents on Schitt's Creek. But we are going to be watching them in 2 different Christopher Guest directed movies. We're going to be watching A Mighty Wind, and we're going to be watching Best in Show. So please join us next month for that. So it'll be 2 weeks from today. I think we'll probably be watching Best in Show, and then 2 weeks from that we'll be watching A Mighty Wind. And yes, I love them. I want them to be my parents, which they aren't actually allowed to replace my mom, but they are allowed to replace my dad. They're both my dads. My 2 dads is who they are. One of those days is your birthday. So you're not going to be able to go. You're not going to make that part of your birthday plans. I see. No, I'm just joking. I understand. Is A Mighty Wind a new Taco Bell item? For Christ's sakes, Lacquerdactyl. Every time. Every time. Back with the Taco Bell jokes. All right. Let's get that. Looks like a little cloudy. Perhaps I need a new top coat. All right. They are completely complete. Completely complete. Gotta stay on brand. So true. All right, everybody. So yeah, in 2 hours, we will reconvene for Death Becomes Her in the Discord. It's gonna be so much fun. I am so excited. This is Danny's first time seeing it, and I'm so glad that she chose it because it is just a fucking wild blast. You are so welcome, Lacquerdactyl. Thank you for this beautiful picture that I can base this off of. I will be back next week, and there will be a new podcast next week, and we're gonna have fun next week and tonight. All right. I will see you all. You are so welcome for keeping you company during work. Hope you enjoy all of your podcasts coming up or something. All right.